Well, that's one way to be introduced, but yes. You might remember this place. This is where we found the entrance to the cave to meet with Ishtola's mentor, the witch Matoya. And she helped us to create the etheric ram that allows us access into Oz's Law, where we were able to successfully defeat the Archbishop and his Heavensward Knights, as well as take care of a pair of pesky Scions. And now, we're going to have to rely on her assistance once again. So with that in mind, greetings people of the world, Matthew back with you here at Novora Autism for the continuation of Let's Play Final Fantasy XIV Heavensward. So, last time we started on the main story of patch 3.1, where we had the opportunity to speak with Sir Emmerich, as the leadership responsibilities in Ishgard are currently in flux. In addition to that, we had the opportunity to have Lucia accompany us to Annex Shrine in the Dravanian Forelands, where we once again got to speak with Vidofnir. We then left Lucia there and returned to Idleshire, where we were introduced to another Sharlayan scholar known by the name of Kryl, a little Lalafell who shares a name with a party member in Final Fantasy V. And it is here where we will have Kryl and Matoya hopefully concoct a plan that will allow us to be able to find more of the missing members of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. So, with that in mind, Kryl, as well as Alphinaud and Ishola, are over here, so let's go ahead and speak with Kryl to complete the challenge we started at the end of the previous episode. Kryl? You did say we were headed for a cave, did you not? Because I certainly don't see a cave nearby. Is Master Matoya meeting us on the way or something? Oh, don't worry. We'll point you in the right direction, Kryl. And we'll do so by taking on the next challenge entitled In the Eye of the Beholder. The prospect of meeting the famous Master Matoya seems to have set Kryl thinking. I have heard many stories of Master Matoya, some quite flattering, others less so. Rest assured they are all true. This way, and have care where you tread. Yes, we are all going in this direction, over to the cave right over here. And it's been a while since we're gonna reunite ourselves with a whole bunch of familiar faces this episode, aren't we? Well, I'm guessing all through patch 3.1. But that would be a given. So we'll get cutscene as soon as we go in. Hey there, Matoya. It's been a while. Yeah, sorry for barging in on you again.
Oh. Is that trouble I smell? Or did you forget to wipe your boots on the way in?
Sorry.
Forgive us, Master Matoya. We will be sure to wipe them on the way out. And may I say how glad I am that age has not yet deprived you of your senses.
Is that supposed to be flattering?
Witty, aren't we? To the detriment of your manners.
Yeah.
Well, out with it then. What do you want?
We brought a young lady with us.
Pray, allow me to introduce myself, Master Matoya. I am Kryl, of the students of Baldessian. I hope you will excuse our unannounced visit.
Baldessian, you say? Ah, yes. The old coot set up shop on the Isle of Val, didn't he?
He did.
Regrettably, our order's headquarters and the isle itself were obliterated by a magic of immense power. I have the blessing of light to thank for my own preservation.
Yeah, you may be the only one left.
Kryl, you too possess the echo.
Then how come we haven't noticed it
Of
yet?
course I do. Our order is devoted to uncovering the mysteries of Hydaelyn and interpreting her will, particularly through the study of her gift to us. It was in the course of these studies that I met and subsequently befriended Minfilia. She and I have rather a lot in common.
And that's why she mentioned her, why Minfilia mentioned her so much in the post patches beyond the main story of the first Realm Reborn storyline.
You weren't supposed to. Not that I wanted to deceive you, you understand, but precautions had to be taken.
Yes, yes, that's all well and good, but you still haven't told me why you're here.
No, she hasn't.
The students of Baldessian are gone, and there is naught I can do to change that. But the signs of the Seventh Dawn can yet be restored, and my dear friend found. You have in your possession an ancient crystal of light, one you call your crystal eye. I believe I can use it to focus my abilities and locate one of the missing Scions.
I'm guessing like the book that we gave her.
There I was, thinking you might want to make use of my years of experience. Wait here.
What? You possess such an ability too, Matoya? And you've been keeping it from us this entire time?
Long did I ponder the nature of this crystal and its familiar radiance, but never did I suspect it was a crystal of light.
Looks like a crystal ball that you would use for fortune telling.
Umbral calamity, souls blessed with the power of the Echo invariably appear. To aid these, her chosen warriors, Hydaelyn bequeaths to each a slither of her strength in the form of a crystal of light. But as her strength wanes, so too does the potency of her gifts. This crystal, born of an earlier era, is infused with a power far greater than those of this age.
You could travel the length and breadth of the land and not find a crystal even a fraction as pure. Its value is beyond measure, as are the risks inherent in its use.
Of course.
No two manifestations of the Echo are alike. I, for example, can converse with beings of every shape and size, excepting beasts, contrary to what others would have you believe. Language has nothing to do with it, of course. Rather, I am sensitive to the whispers of the soul. Their intent, their very essence even, the traces of which serve to guide the elementals to Y'shtola. Far-fetched though it may sound, I believe that with your crystal eye, I may be able to pick up where they left off and follow the remaining trail to Thancred. That is, if I have your permission.
Right. Why do I have the feeling she'll say no?
Well, the poor sod's not going to find himself. So, as long as you don't drop it or take it out of my sight, you may do with it what you will.
Yeah, so it's gotta stay here. But if we can make use of it for the right reasons, hopefully everything will work out, yeah? Alright, Krile, do your thing.
Then let us begin.
We're gonna go in echo mode right now. Or will it be Krile who goes into echo mode?
Black shroud. The trail continues to the north and west, towards a mountain, the foot of Som Al. It was a near thing, but he was not deposited within the rock.
You mean you think?
The hunters of Tailfeather know those lands well. I say we begin our search there.
And hey, if we catch up with Lucia, that's a plus. Thank you very much for your assistance, Master Matoya. Until we meet again. Who knows, we could reunite with her again by the time this patch is over. Alright, so yeah, we can work directly to Tailfeather, so let's go ahead and do that. One of my friends who played this game is rather fond of the music that you get to hear while you're in Matoya's cave. He said that he's heard this score in a previous Final Fantasy, but I can't remember which one he stated it was in. He also... Final Fantasy 1. He said it was a score from Final Fantasy 1 because a character named Matoya is also found in Final Fantasy 1. Alright, there they are. Alright, Alpha Node. Were I to find myself in an unfamiliar wilderness, my first instinct would be to seek out signs of civilization. Ordinarily, perhaps, but in his wounded state he may not have wished to contact with strangers of unknown allegiance. Yet even had Thancred chosen to remain in the forest, the hunters would have surely stumbled across his trail. And Kryl? Tailfeather doesn't strike me as an isolated outpost, though. Merchants and traders pass through reasonably regularly, do they not? In which case, we'll need to provide a more detailed description when we question the locals. And hopefully, in this instance, unlike Y'shtola, if we find Thancred, he will not be in the nude. Yeah, because if you've been following the Heavensward storyline, that's how we found Y'shtola. She was naked. Fear not, Kryl. I've already prepared several sketches of Thancred for that very purpose. Hopefully they're accurate. This is impressive. You drew him from memory? A skill I acquired some years ago for reasons I no longer remember. So I guess we're going to be talking. I propose they split into two pairs. Y'shtola and I will inquire at the outlying encampments while Matoya and Kryl question the residents of Tailfeather. Kryl question, yeah. Almost turned that into a tongue twister. Afterwards, we shall regroup near Loth Astvath and share our findings. Assuming there are no objections, let us be about it. No objections from me. So yes, Kryl? My, he certainly has matured, hasn't he? Hard to imagine he was once a boy who practiced drawing for hours to impress young ladies. Anyway, we had best get started. Well, you certainly don't beat around the bush, do you, Kryl? Find me when you finish making your rounds. Yes, ma'am. So we are going to show this to 3 different people of interest. Lupard, it's been a while since we've had a chance to speak with you. We helped you to help Quanta find a chocobo hunting partner. It's good to see you again. Searching for a friend of yours. Let's have a look then. There you go. No, I ain't seen him around. Sorry. Alright, so no luck there. We'll leave Marcel for last because, yeah, I want to see what Grimold has to say. I think we have dealt with Grimold in a side quest previously. A Huron man? Well, not exactly rare, you know. Could you be more specific? Well, how about this? We looked in on you. Okay, you are wearing a mask. I did spy this one bloke a while back. Didn't get a good look at his face, but it could have been him. This was beyond the forest, as I recall, along the river to the west of Tailfeather. I remember thinking he wasn't much of a hunter. The lad was making no effort to cover his tracks, see. That and he was carrying an axe instead of a bow. An axe? That doesn't sound like Thancred. We've known Thancred as being possessed of daggers, like those used by rogues and ninjas. So yeah, an axe. That cannot obviously be him. Maybe Marcel has a conflicting opinion. What's that you've got there? A sketch? I have one for you, yes. Can't say I know the face. You say something of a warrior? Or more of a scholar than a warrior? I heard a tale the other day about a Huron vagabond who brought down a bandit snatch by himself, and with style. Way they tell it, he was dancing with the beast like it was the bell of the bleeding bull. Sound like your man? Well, I guess we'll find out soon enough, won't we? But yeah, that one description did not sound like the correct answer. Kryl? Finished? In that case, I think we've learned everything we can here. Let us see what the others have found out. Okay, smoldering wastes. Okay, so that's a bit of distance. Let's go ahead and send my chocobo and fly up into the sky to go over this set of rocks. There's Annex Shrine over there. I've got to go over 2 sets of rock formations to find our friends. There they are. Well, we have Kryl. Now we're just waiting on Mr. Stola and Master Alphanode. And Master Lionheart. We cross paths way too often. But obviously we're both doing the exact same thing. So as Kryl and I have a chat. My apologies for a late arrival. We thought it quite wise to question as many hunters as we could. And what did you find? Many have made camping in accessible locations, ideal for hunting game, not so receiving visitors. Nevertheless, our time proved well spent. There have been countless sightings of an exceptionally capable Huron hunter with whom no one is familiar. Though none chanced to see the man's face, his height and build matched Thancred's description, as does his fighting prowess. But the weapon is wrong. Well, here's what we found out. So you have heard the same tales. Be that as it may, we yet want for conclusive proof. Mayhap this is unrelated, but I heard a curious tale regarding a Vath trader. He came to Tailfeather in search of garments fit for a man of refinement, which seemed a rather curious description for one of his kind. You are implying that Thancred sent a Vath to market in his stead? Why would he not go himself? Well, if you recall, you yourself emerged from the live stream as naked as your name day. It is a scene I shall never forget, nor will I. Is it now? Yeah, that reaction not surprising, which puts Alphanode under the defensive. Well, I was pleased to see you. I mean, it was a simple statement of fact. It stands to reason that Thancred found himself in the same predicament. In any case, if he had dealings with the Vath, they should be able to tell us, no? And so, quite right, Kryl, quite right. Yes, they're bringing the tongue twisters in full force in this episode. And so with that challenge completed, that's 4 of them down already. And we're only about a video and a half in. So, now that we've taken care of that, Alphanode has quest number 5. A level 60 challenge titled A Little Slow, A Little Late. And guess who's back? Yeah, Ravana. Alphanode would very much like to continue the search for Thancred, but... Well, what are we waiting for? For all we know, Thancred could be waiting for us in Loth Vath. We must go and see the Vath right away. Come along, everyone, come along! Well, this is the... Actually, we are right in front of the direct path to meet with the Vath in their home base. Yeah, so we'll just walk in instead of ride the chocobo because it's actually a pretty short distance. I mean, it's so short I don't even use up all of my sprint before I get inside. Alright, Vath Storyteller, it's been a while since we've seen you. Hello there. Ah, great hunters, we welcome you once more to Loth Vath. What do you seek this day? We seek a man with whom we are told you may have had certain dealings. Oh, we're giving him the sketch. How curious! The hunters tire of godly sport and pursue mortal prey? No, he is not prey, but a friend long missing. Ah, good, he is a friend of the Vath as well. One with whom we have traded many times. Truly, and are you quite certain it was this man? There is no doubt. The fleshling clothed in skins came to us from Somar last week. He offered meat and hides in trade, and in exchange we tended to his wounds. He brought us much flesh. So skilled a hunter he was, much flesh. When he asked for garments, we were glad to provide them. And where is he now? Gone to Loth Vath, not long ago, when we heard the One Mind had summoned our god once more. Ravana has returned. Oh boy. Vidofnir did say that the Noth had grown as before, but what could Thancred hope to accomplish by himself? Honored Elder, we thank you for your help. Would that we could repay this kindness ere we depart, but we must hasten to our comrade's side. Go, great hunters, lest the Noth claim him as a sacrifice! Yeah, I'm still not convinced it's him because an axe isn't, being used as the weapon of interest on this guy, and we know for a fact that Thancred is a user of daggers. So, I am reluctant to believe that the guy we're looking for is indeed Thancred. That's gonna be a dud. But nonetheless, we actually have to defeat a whole bunch of the Nath. So, summoning my Chocobo to assist me in combat does appear to be a required situation. So let's make our way down to the home of the Nath themselves. We've done this before when Iceheart was still with us. We barged right in, killed a whole bunch of Nath, and then offered ourselves as sacrifices in order to get ourselves picking a fight with the Lord of the Nath, Ravana. Anyway, let's go ahead and summon my Chocobo out into the field of battle. Because obviously we're going to have to fight more than just what's within the purple perimeter. Let's first clear ourselves of the opposition that stands in our way. So yeah, the AoE developments that we've seen in the 2 runs we had over in the 2 side dungeons at St. Mosian's Arboretum and Ghost Series Hard Mode will now be permanent fixtures. I wonder though, are these permanent fixtures now within Realm Reborn's storyline? That's something I'd like to know. Well, while we're pondering that, let's pick a fight. Not that we haven't already done so. Yep, look out. Look out for the new look of AoE attacks. Very dangerous. Very dangerous. Alright, wait for your comrades to arrive now. Alongside the incomparable Master Lionheart. Yeah, well, we have to keep doing this. Because we had to when we were taking the path to get to Ravana. I hear rumbling. And so do they.
Thancred! It could be Thancred! We must hurry!
What are we gonna find? Well, there's Ravana. And as expected, it's not Thancred. It's a whole team of adventurers who have brought Ravana to his knees. So who might you be, sir? As you could be very well making your last strike. Oh, force field. Wow, you busted it. And Ravana loses. I don't know who you guys are, but you definitely have some fighting prowess. Let's hope we're not wandering into a battle we shouldn't be getting ourselves into. I mean, what if they pick a fight with us? We're not here to fight, we're just here to talk. Oh, Echo. Echo time. So you, 5, have also
This day, we reclaim the reins of history. This day, we rid ourselves of the Scions forever.
Your speech sounds a little slurred there, sir.
Fools playing at heroes, all of you. Is this how you believe you can save your world?
How else are we gonna do it?
And we will, Ascian. You shall see. Or perhaps you will not.
Yeah, victory will be ours! Yeah, we basically share his vision. Yeah, in a way, it could be considered similar to that when you first start playing Rome Reborn.
So you are the warrior of light. The savior of Eorzea.
Guilty of discharged. But then who are you? And your companions? Because you also have the echo like we do. Or like I do.
It's a wonder you didn't come sooner. What with the primal and all. Lost a step, have we?
We had other priorities.
Have care. The ether moves strangely around him.
It would seem we share a common enemy. Mayhap you would tell us who you are.
That would be nice.
Shall we show them?
Halo Barrows. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I was gonna... Yeah, like, she's gonna spend so much time trying to protect us that... Yeah, we're forced to fight them. A flare sends Alphnode and Kryl flying. Hey, wait a second. Yeah. I have white magic and I'm not afraid to use it. What about you, Axeman? Yeah, do you really want to go toe-to-toe with the Dragoon? Now, those look familiar. That will be our boy. That is Thancred, I do believe. Ooh, nice jump kick. Yeah, you and your big burly axe are no match for a pair of daggers. Oh, look out. Yeah, so he takes up to the columns and he comes back down. Collision. And kaboom. Yeah, we have a standoff, as it were. Oh, you're gonna intervene?
Not very sporting of you to interrupt. But so be it.
Well, the day is dawning now. And you also have to fight me too.
Faces, warrior of light. For we are the warriors of darkness. Walkers of a different path. And we shall meet again.
Well, that would explain why you're wearing all black. Yeah, they're all making their escape. Well, we did hear mention of Warriors of Darkness at the end of patch 3.0.
Really?
Oh yeah. A rivalry is established. And a Scion is brought back to us.
Thancred! Are you all right?
Oh, yeah, I think we should be moving because the Nath are...
Can wait. I'd rather not be here when the Nath arrive. Agreed?
Agreed. Yeah, let us be on our way. But yes, the Ascians now tip their hand. And perhaps not a moment too soon. Let's speak with Thancred to complete the current challenge. So out with it, man.
Suffice it to say, our reunion was not at all as I pictured it. Waiting until the last instant to join the fray. 'Tis plain you have not lost your appetite for the dramatic.
My appetite for the dramatic? Have you forgotten the circumstances of our parting? The heroic last stand, the tunnel filling with light, and then... Had I known you intended to use forbidden magics to deliver me to some god's forsaken wilderness,
Yeah.
I would have thanked you in advance.
Thancred.
Yeah, so I'm guessing
If
he uses
nothing
that eye
else, you
permanently.
might have warned me that I would emerge from the live stream in the altogether.
Was this really necessary? Seriously! Viewer discretion is
Eventually, I
advised!
fashioned knives from some obsidian I found, and set about hunting for meat and hides. Given that I'm not all that skilled in leatherworking, it's probably for the best that I met the Vath before I was reunited with you.
No kidding! Damn, man. Square Enix, was this really
So
necessary?
You were the fleshling clothed in skins of whom the storyteller spoke.
A description which fit me as ill as the skins themselves. Happily, I was able to trade with the Vath for garments better becoming a man of refinement. From them, I learned of Ravana, and of the great warrior who had once laid him low.
And then seeing someone else do it all together.
And thence did you conclude that were you to track the Primal's movements, it would surely bring you into contact with the Scions once more.
It seemed a reasonable assumption. I could think of no one else with your enthusiasm for slaying beastmen gods. Until now, that is.
Yeah, rivals.
Ah, yes. The self-proclaimed warriors of darkness. 'Tis only fitting that they stand in opposition to the warrior of light, I suppose.
I glimpsed the leaders past, if only for a moment. They were confronting a man in black. An Ascian, I think.
If these warriors are capable of doing battle with Ascians and Primals both, they must be possessed of powerful protection. Protection not unlike the Echo.
Yeah, because we did have an Echo-like experience with their leader. So, that takes care of that quest, and so, yes, with our reunion with Thancred now achieved, we now have 2 members of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn back with us. But we're still short 3. So, how soon will it take us to find the remaining members of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn? We'll know soon enough. So with that, I'd like to thank everyone for watching the continuation of Let's Play Final Fantasy XIV Heavensward. And when I join you again, we will continue on here in the patch 3.1 main storyline to see where it will take us next. So until next time everyone, this is Matthew at Navora Autism, saying take care, and I'll see you soon.